Berry was born Maria Halle Berry in Cleveland, Ohio, on August 14, 1966, to Judith Ann, née Hawkins, an English immigrant from Liverpool, and Jerome Jesse Berry, an African-American man. Her name was legally changed to Halle Maria Berry at the age of 5. Her parents selected her middle name from Halle's department store, which was then a local landmark in Cleveland. Berry's mother worked as a psychiatric nurse, and her father worked in the same hospital as an attendant in the psychiatric ward. He later became a bus driver. They divorced when Berry was 4 years old, and she and her older sister Heidi Berry Henderson were raised exclusively by their mother. She has been estranged from her father since childhood, noting in 1992 that she did not even know if he was still alive. Her father was abusive to her mother, and Berry has recalled witnessing her mother being beaten daily, kicked downstairs, and hit in the head with a wine bottle. Berry grew up in Oakwood, Ohio, and graduated from Bedford High School, where she was a cheerleader, honor student, editor of the school newspaper, and prom queen. She worked in the children's department at Higbee's department store. She then studied at Cuyahoga Community College. In the 1980s, she entered several beauty contests, winning Miss Teen All-American 1985 and Miss Ohio USA in 1986. She was the 1986 Miss USA first runner-up to Christy Fishner of Texas. In the Miss USA 1986 pageant interview competition, she said she hoped to become an entertainer or to have something to do with the media. Her interview was awarded the highest score by the judges. She was the first African-American Miss World entrant in 1986, where she finished 6th, and Trinidad and Tobago's Giselle Laronde was crowned Miss World. In 1989, Berry moved to New York City to pursue her acting ambitions. During her early time there, she ran out of money and briefly lived in a homeless shelter and a YMCA. Her situation improved by the end of that year, and she was cast in the role of model Emily Franklin in the short-lived ABC television series Living Dolls, which was shot in New York and was a spin-off of the hit series Who's the Boss? During the taping of Living Dolls, she lapsed into a coma and was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. After the cancellation of Living Dolls, she moved to Los Angeles. Berry's film debut was in a small role for Spike Lee's Jungle Fever, 1991, in which she played Vivian, a drug addict. That same year, Berry had her first co-starring role in Strictly Business. In 1992, Berry portrayed a career woman who falls for the lead character played by Eddie Murphy in the romantic comedy Boomerang. The following year, she caught the public's attention as a headstrong biracial slave in the TV adaptation of Queen, the story of an American family, based on the book by Alex Haley. Berry was also in the live-action Flintstones film as Sharon Stone, a sultry secretary who attempts to seduce Fred Flintstone. Berry tackled a more serious role, playing a former drug addict struggling to regain custody of her son in Losing Isaiah, 1995, starring opposite Jessica Lange. She portrayed Sandra Beecher in Race the Sunday, 1996, which was based on a true story, shot in Australia, and co-starred alongside Kurt Russell in Executive Decision. Beginning in 1996, she was a Revlon spokeswoman for 7 years and renewed her contract in 2004. She starred alongside Natalie Desselle Reid in the 1997 comedy film B*APS. In 1998, Berry received praise for her role in Bulworth as an intelligent woman raised by activists who gives a politician, Warren Beatty, a new lease on life. The same year, she played the singer Zola Taylor, one of the 3 wives of pop singer Frankie Lyman, in the biopic Why Do Fools Fall in Love? In the 1999 HBO biopic introducing Dorothy Dandridge, she portrayed Dorothy Dandridge, the first African-American woman to be nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress. It was to Berry a heartfelt project that she introduced, co-produced and fought intensely for it to come through. Berry won awards including a Primetime Emmy Award and Golden Globe Award. Berry portrayed the mutant superhero Storm in the film adaptation of the comic book series X-Men, 2000, and its sequels, X2, 2003, X-Men, The Last Stand, 2006, and X-Men, Days of Future Past, 2014. In 2001, Berry appeared in the film Swordfish, which featured her first topless scene. At first, she was opposed to a sunbathing scene in the film in which she would appear topless, but Berry eventually agreed. Some people attributed her change of heart to a substantial increase in the amount Warner Bros. Offered her. She was reportedly paid an additional $500,000 for the short scene. Berry denied these stories, telling one interviewer that they amused her and made for great publicity for the movie. After turning down numerous roles that required nudity, she said she decided to make Swordfish because her then-husband, Eric Benet, supported her and encouraged her to take risks. Berry appeared as Leticia Musgrove, the troubled wife of an executed murderer, Sean Combs, in the 2001 feature film Monsters Ball. Her performance was awarded the National Board of Review and the Screen Actors Guild Award for Best Actress. She became the only African-American woman to win the Academy Award for Best Actress. The NAACP issued the statement, "Congratulations to Halle Berry and Denzel Washington for giving us hope and making us proud. If this is a sign that Hollywood is finally ready to give opportunity and judge performance based on skill and not on skin color, then it is a good thing."